He wasn't hot, so you can't shadow after eyes gone best to reading. He shouts, girl, set the table, but he knows she ain't able. Her arms unbroken, limp like yoke, and softly she's repeating. And why don't you march out that door? Southern woman, he ain't no good to you. And Louisiana wants more, but it's been dying on her ruby place. And oh, it remains. Ever since he got him laid off, his sanity just made off. No, he was never kind, but now he's cruel. He rapes her and he beats her. She don't fuss how he treats her, 'cause the Bible verse says it won't get worse, and she won't be a fool. Won't never leave the way, 'cause if you walk out that door, his truck will be gunning for you. No, you won't leave the way, or he'll give you what for. You got hurt where you should have had the reins. Oh, it remains. Someone's howling, screams like sighing battered breath. Grating, growling, never dying in a fate worse than But months of such conditions turn laymen to logicians, and tonight the bastard's sleeping like a log. So she plucks the kitchen cleaver, creeps toward his rope, a black retriever, and she cuts the rope, and hope on hope she starts to shout. Your dog's got out, she's got her chins, and her back lands, she runs out to her ball. Screaming, screaming, leave away. Got a life left to live, in a house hanging off the golden coast. When you won't forget nor forgive, and you won't feel the stings and rips and scrapes. As finally Louis sleeps. Swindle away, and in this song we should go as the preacher preached his eyes alive in the night. Push through the marching rushes as the blood inside you rushes left and right. Oh, you're mine until you reach the bank, and you climb onto the bank, and you feel a little yank on your hair, and drunken stare at the bastard who beat you there. The bastard lies in bed now, half sad his wife is dead now, 'cause she drowned herself in the swamp in wild despair. He thinks he used to love her, but push it came to shove her. Her wife disposed, her life case closed, and no one seems to care. To grieve the land. his mattress don't feel colder. In fact, it's hellish hot. The air is deep and steamy. And his body starts to shiver when the window cracks a sliver. And a fiery fog from the fiery bog pours in the room in a sticky gloom. And the man sees dead the wind. He's terrified, keeps his pride, 'cause he knows that he ain't dreaming. And he starts screaming. Hell sent you back here for more, 'cause ain't no one ever loved you. Let's see when I've come to settle a score. She shows him her feet are bound in chains. Oh, will win. Remains and remains and remains and remains. Someone's howling, screams like sighing with battered breath. Grating, growling, never dying in a flame. Worse than death, when she cries her miserable name. So the bastards will never sleep again. Not only breathe away, she drags their souls down to hell. The passion to the fullest of men. God loves ruin. Praise be, amen.
A book report on Peter
A book
Rabbit.
report on Peter
Rabbit. Peter Peter Rabbit is a stupid book about a stupid rabbit. He says that the most important thing is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I liked the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood and the part where and the problem is so to choose a science and plans and then the sheriff and all of his goods and they carried it back to their camp in the woods and the sheriff and the dinner and all he blew away down the calm and then rotated the arrow blue. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was the Rabbit. 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24.
In examining a book such as Peter Rabbit, it is important not to let the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivations. In this book report, I plan to explore the sociological implications of family pressure so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to commit acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit is established from the start.
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure. If I wait till tomorrow, I should start writing now. But if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit is Peter. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes!
Hit the staff on his head, cracked. The rabbit felt like a sack full of lead. The bitter rat that he left in protect.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just the air with the winds. It was a summer good fight. Win, but it looks like a sham. Win, but not for long. Away they ran. Just like rabbits, run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
Rabbits, chasing rabbits.
How do they expect us to ride
The vegetables in
on any crops in just 2 days? How can they conspire to make life out of this? And so effectively, in so many ways.
Mentions the extreme pressures exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
And they were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
94, 95, the very, very, very end.
Amen.
Report on Peter Rabbit. Haven't even started yet.
I am ready to be married.
Right. Then why aren't you?
Right.
You could drive a person crazy. You could drive a person first you make a person hazy. So the person then you leave a person taken silently outside your door.
There's a moment you know you're fucked. Not an inch more room to self-destruct. No more moves, oh yeah, the dead end zone. And you just can't call your soul your own.
But the thing that makes you really jump
hardly to call us. And life's all unicorns and rainbows, 'cause we're born and unicorns are scary. Positivity is a luxury that few can afford. We're gonna die, yes, you and I, meaninglessness and one day you may wake up alone, 'cause your husband is boyfriend bought a boat and then they sailed away to Rome. So you cry yourself to sleep in deep despair, talking to the walls 'cause there's no one there. You have to buy a cat 'cause that's your last chance to have a family. Take it from me that you're aging, yes, we'll have to believe that. Everything happens for a reason. What's more fun in the world? Will I am still young in the world? Be prepared to take your reason. Is this still about me? 'Cause everything happens. Sounds like terrible things can happen because the universe is random. But random for a reason.
You can't cherry pick the Bible, picking which parts you want to believe.
We don't do that.
Oh, really? Don't. What's this? Haley has a small tattoo. That tattoo would be taboo. Kaylee, guess what it's for you? An eternity in the fire pits of hell. Hey! Shelby, you seem sweet to me. But if it has come to be, you lost your virginity. vast and mighty monster,
Lost and lonely monster.
breathe and sing with me and drink your tea. What's in this? It's a powerful group psychedelic. That induces a 5-minute coma, in which your mind is transported back to its original, pure, pre-technological limbic state. Oh. Wow. This is how the tea feels. This is how the tea smells. This is how the tea tastes.
or so.
She set sail.
1522 came straight to the UK. All the British dudes live.
Epic fail.
Ooh, I wanna dance and sing.
Politics.
Not my thing. Ooh, but then I met the king, and soon my daddy said you should try and get ahead. He wanted me, obviously, kept messaging me like every day. Couldn't believe that he sent me a letter, and who am I
taste. When I hold my cup, the saucer never moves. And the way I melt my pinky into perfectly we've got elegance, we've got built-in elegance, and with elegance, we'll carry it all.
I'd like to be a princess on a throne, to have a country I can call my own, and a king who's lusty and requires a fling with a female then will then let me turn on the gas. I caught them in the den with Marvin grabbing Wizard's ass. Oh, short, he did his best. I need him to be what he was not. The things he was are things which I forgot. He's a queen, I'm a queen. Where is my crown? I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. My life is shaking. I can't see what he needs to be. I think that's it. I mean, he's correct. It's me who is the matter. Nothing matters. The matters true. If I repeat one more word, I swear I'll lose my brain. Oh, what else should I explain? Oh, yes, it's true. I can cry on cue, but so can you. I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. You ask me, is it fun to cry over nothing? It is. I'm breaking down. Now let's consider what I might do next. I hate admitting I'm perplexed. I'm bereaved. I've cried, I've shook, I've yelled, I've heaved. I have been deceived.
to me. The trouble with schools is they always try to teach the wrong lesson. But believe me, I've been kicked out enough of them to know they want you to become less callow, less shallow. But I say life invites stress. Stop seeking strife and learn to live the unexamined life. Dancing through life, skimming the surface, gliding where turf is smooth. Life's more painless for the brainless, working too hard when it's so soothing. Dancing through life, you need to tough it, you can slough it off as I do. Nothing matters, but knowing nothing matters. It's just life, so keep dancing through. Dancing through life, swinging, sweeping, and upheaving. Life is promise, then you promise. Those who don't try never look foolish. Dancing through life, mindless and careless. Sure you're aware that trouble is right. Roads are fleeting, clothes are cleansing. You're dancing. So, what's the most swingified place in town?
That would be the Ossis Ballroom.
Sounds perfect. Let's go down to the Ossis Ballroom. We'll meet there later tonight. We can dance till it's light. Find the prettiest girl in the world. Right on down to the Ossis Ballroom. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be there, dancing with us. Only because us is what we've come to. Nothing matters, knowing nothing matters. It's just us. So keep dancing through. So, I'll be picking you up around 8. After all, now that we've met one another, it's clear we deserve each other. You were perfect, so we're perfect together. Born to be forever, dancing in
You're smart, Belinda. You look beautiful.
And I must accessorize myself for Fiero.
It's wrapped around my ear.
You wrap it, babe.
Oh, but I didn't see that.
My granny's always telling me the most hideous hats.
I give it away. I don't hate anyone that much. Yes, you do.